The mirror in the well. On the Syzygy. A young queen inherited a kingdom on the death of her father, and inherited with the kingdom the requirement that she marry. She did not wish to marry. She had seen in her court the marriages of her father's barons. She had seen what the wives had become. She had seen what the husbands had become. She had seen the kind of silence that hung in the halls of those marriages. She did not want it. Her counselors pressed her. They said the kingdom would not accept a queen without a king. They said the line must continue. They said her father on his deathbed had wept to think of her alone. They named between them 7 kings and princes from neighboring kingdoms whom she could choose between. She refused all 7. She refused, by the end of the year, every man her counselors brought her. She refused them politely. She refused them firmly. She refused them with such patience that they could not in the end accuse her of refusing them on a whim. She simply did not want them. The counselors grew desperate. The old woman who had been her nurse came eventually into her chamber on a winter evening. "Child," said the old woman, "there is a well in the deepest part of the castle. It was dug by your great-great-grandmother. No one descends to it. There is a mirror at the bottom. Look into the mirror." The queen had not heard of any such well. She had not heard of any such mirror. The old woman did not say anything more. She only kissed the queen's forehead and left. The queen that night took a lamp and went down. The castle had many basements. The deepest of them, which she had never entered, had a stone shaft in the floor and a rope ladder and a smell of old water. She descended. At the bottom of the well was no water. There was only a polished bronze mirror lying flat on the stone, the size of a dinner plate. She knelt over it with her lamp. In the mirror she did not see her own face. She saw the face of a man she had never seen. He was about her own age. He was looking up at her. His eyes were her eyes, the same color, the same shape, the same way of being slightly tired even in the morning. His mouth was not her mouth. His brow was not her brow. He was unmistakably not her. He was also unmistakably hers. "Who are you?" she said. "I am the one you were going to marry," said the man in the mirror. "Where are you?" "Here," he said. "I have always been here. My great-great-grandfather built this well so I would have a place to look up from. I have been waiting. Most queens in your line never came down. Most found a king and were silent in their halls. You came down. I am pleased. Will you come up?" "No, I cannot. I am not made of the kind of substance that comes up. I am the kind of substance that is found and then carried. You will carry me. You will rule alone and yet not alone. In the council chamber, when you have to decide a thing, you will close your eyes for a moment, and I will be there and we will decide together. The barons will think you are praying. You will not be praying. You will be married. They will not know." She looked at him for a long time. "And you," she said, "are you content?" "I have been waiting 4 generations for someone to come down," he said. "I am very content. I will be more content when you close your eyes in the council chamber for the first time. The marriage begins then." She climbed back up the rope ladder. She did not tell anyone, not even the old woman. The old woman, when she saw her in the morning, smiled and asked nothing. The queen ruled the kingdom for 40 years. The councillors, in time, gave up on the marriage question. She had become so visibly contented in her solitude that they could no longer make the argument. In the council chamber, when she had to decide a hard thing, she closed her eyes for a moment. The barons grew used to it. They came in time to wait respectfully for the moment to pass. They thought she was consulting her conscience. They were not entirely wrong. She never went back down to the well. She did not need to. She had brought the man up with her. He lived inside her ribs on the right side, just above her heart. She felt him there in the mornings as she dressed. She felt him in the evenings as she lay down. They spoke at night in her own voice and his, which was also her voice but lower. She died at 72 of an ordinary illness. The old woman, who was very old by then, washed her body. She noticed in the moment of washing that the queen had 2 faint birthmarks on her chest, just above her heart, one shaped like a small crown and one shaped like a small key. The old woman did not say anything to anyone. The kingdom went on. The next queen, who was the queen's grandniece, was brought on the night of her own coronation into the chamber of the deep basement. The old woman, who could still walk a little, led her down. She found her own man in the mirror. He had been waiting. The mirror at the bottom of the well does not show you yourself, it shows you the one you were. Going to marry, he cannot come up, you carry him. You rule alone, and yet not alone. In the council's chamber you close your eyes for a moment, and the marriage continues. The barons do not need to know.